where we proudly bring you this platform every single Monday at 6 o'clock. Primetime Bloomberg Mondays at 6 with Art Talk with Susana Baker. Everything from the canvas to the red carpet. And we just had a fabulous roster of three artists. We have our second three, which I'm about to introduce from a moment. But just to let you know, please do not miss going March 27th to the 30th. This is the first time the Home Design and Remodeling Show sponsors such a showcase. And the showcase brings 22 artists representing 7 art districts. And David Gary Lloyd represents Wynwood, and his website is davidgarylloyd.com. And then we had Tina Salveson, and her website is Tina Salveson, SALVESEN.com. And we also had Emmanuel Viscuso, which is from viscuso.com, and he is from the beach, Miami Beach. Now we are talking about 3 different art districts, and so we're excited with our new guests. And as we said, Miami is full of so much art, different mediums, different wonderful expressions of these soulful, talented hearts that come from these artists that we're so fortunate to have here. Miguel Rodez, good evening.
Good evening, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to come here today. And I give thanks not only for myself, but for the Bird Road Art District.
You know, I have to apologize, I think, because I have been called by Ana Salat. Ana Salat?
Ana Maria?
Ana Maria Salat, sorry. Don't kill me, Ana. And several artists, because my real bread and butter is tours. And we started in 2009 with a design district. It was called the Design District Experience. In 2010, we called it the Design District and Midtown Experience. And then in 2011, we did Design District, Midtown, and Wynwood Experience. As the artists got displaced from Design District, they went to South Beach, and they wanted us to do a tour. And we decided we don't want to spread ourselves. But when Frank Gearing's building opened up, we start our tour from the Frank Gearing building. So we always do something very different, cultural, nothing like our tour, very out of the box. And so now we went to Little Havana in 2013 because several artists went to Little Havana from Wynwood, and we got called. And when Jeffrey Loria did his collection in 2012 at the Marlins Park, we're very proud to say we are the official curators for the Jeffrey Loria collection. People run through the stadium to get to their seats and don't realize there are millions of dollars of fabulous Moreaus and Liechtensteins and Kenny Sharps right there for the viewing. And so we're very proud that we added that to our Little Havana. Bird Road is next, my friend. I've gotten so many calls. I just, when you spread yourself too thin, but the talent is amazing. And we just want to make sure that when we represent, we do a good job. I hate when someone says, oh, yeah, I'll do it, and then they don't do it right.
Well, you're very welcome to come to the Bird Road Art District. The Bird Road Art District has welcomed artists for the past 30 years. It's a district that has had something to do with music, something to do with photography. There was a time when if you were a photographer, you went to the Bird Road Art District to develop your film there, but that went away when digital became the rave, and it still is. And as far as visual artists, fine artists, we've all been there for quite some time. About 10 years ago, a group of people started an art walk, and that lasted for a couple of years. And then it died out a little bit, but for the past 5 years, this is going to be our 5-year anniversary, we have had an influx of great artists. This is established artists not only from Miami, but from other places around the world. We are like a community of artists, and we share, we promote each other. There are approximately 30 artists that have studios there. Some of them live in their studios. They have a special ordinance that allows artists to not only have a studio but to also live there, creating artwork, and we're fascinated with that. Many galleries,
And you
antique
have a
shops.
very good marketing because I see, I'm Facebook friends with many artists and I see all the time, the flyers are out there. You're really promoting the area in the last 5 years. I've seen it. Like I said, my apologies, shame on me. I've been trying to just create the different platforms to give a voice. So I invite you again on the show to bring other artists. I've had artists here from Bird Road before, and this art talk is all about giving that voice to the cultural artistic world and all the different mixed mediums and all the different art districts. And that's why I love Miami so much. There's so much talent, and it spreads, from it's not just a bridge and going to an island and seeing some water. I mean, even warehouses where at one time people would die to never walk in there, tell their children, you see them walking around. And even Little Havana, we just opened up two key, information stands just about art. That's all it is. We don't sell anything except talk about art, and we do it for free, by the way. We have two in Wynwood, one in Little Havana, and one soon to be opening up in downtown and on Lincoln Road. And it's all about empowering different arts and flyers and anything anyone would like to give us. We give it out from there for free. And it's amazing how many people walk into Little Havana and say, "Where's Little Havana?" And they're right there. Or walk into Wynwood and say, "Where's the murals?" And they're smacked all around. People have these horse blinders sometimes, and these little information stands, at least ours, we're so proud of, really helps people, and a lot of people want to go to other areas and see other things. So it's been really great, and I'm going to need from you a lot of maps from Bird Road. Do you have those?
We have them.
I'm going to need them for not only the art concierge stand that we're going to be doing at the Home Arts Show, but we want to be able to take them not only one time with this pop-up that's happening at the Home and Design Show, but to continuous, because just like Art Basel, just like this show, we live, digest, sleep, and eat art every single day for 365 days. So we're great to have you, Miguel Rodez. Now, I want to come back to you to talk about you as an individual, as an artist, but let me bring this charming man here that I've heard about you, and I remember Roberto Ramos, I think, talked very highly about you. MANO, from ManoFineArt.com. You are Cuban born here in Miami. Tell us a little bit about your artistic journey.
Well, thank you, Susana. It's great to be here. And yes, I am Cuban. And but before I forget, I want to bring something up that Miguel just mentioned a little while ago. And we're very excited about the Bird Road Art District because it's just a great mix of genres and different artists, from spoken word to glass blowing to ceramics, acrylics, mixed medium, muralists, stained glass, live theater, and it's just a very exciting and a lot of new artists coming to the area, and we invite more artists to come to the area from all nationalities.
I think you're going to get plenty of artists coming to the area soon.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's a great mix, and it's a very family-oriented district. When we do our art walk, a lot of families come.
Can you tell me the district exactly? Define the Bird Road district.
Yeah, basically, where the bulk of the artists are between 74th and 75th Avenues, and around 41st to around 47th. Streets. Yes.
Okay. All right. So is the Bird District, Miguel, would you want to elaborate on that? Is that
Well, we like he said, we have artists that worked in a variety of medium, and it's not only visual arts but the performing arts as well. Um, they're like, for example, our group for the Bird Art District. We have 5 artists that are going to be exhibiting at the home show. at home with art. We have, for example, Jean Harris, who was originally from Pennsylvania, has been in Miami for the past 25 years. She creates artwork that takes fragments from our world, and she creates her own world, putting them together, and then anybody who comes to the home show can buy a piece of her world and put it in their world. So I think it's going to be
very interesting. Now, Mano, I want to go back to you. Now, you have been around for a long time in Miami, right?
Yes.
You're also part of the Arts and Cultural Council of Miami, Hispanic Expressions. These are recognitions that you have received. Tell us a little bit what kind of medium of work, what are you going to bring to the home at art,
For
at
sure.
the Home and Design Show?
I am going to, first of all, I have been an artist. I was an engineer, electrical engineer, prior to becoming an artist. And I will be, I've been an artist for about 20 years now. Started out making handmade paper, which was a fad way back in the late 80s, 90s. I could not draw a stick figure, so that was a good way for me to begin my art career. But it was exciting. It was so exciting to me that my work devolved and it got into painting and acrylics and so
Are you going to be showing at the home show acrylics and some of your paintings?
Actually, what I'm going to be showing at the home show is going to be my jute collection.
Jute collection?
Jute, which is burlap.
Oh.
And what I use is very textured work. What I paint are mostly women's faces, and what I do is I use burlap for texture. But I also use, it's very mixed medium because I use acrylics, I use tar, bitumen, a number of different found objects. And I like to include, for instance, I like to include words in my canvases.
That's exciting. I can't
Exactly.
wait to see this.
It's something for
and
the
so
eye.
you're from the Bird Road. Now let's go to Gerry, and we're going to come back to you because I know we have a commercial break. But Gerry Stecca, you're from South Miami. Now, how different is South Miami from Bird Road? Is this just your studio is there?
Very lonely.
It's very lonely. Well, I got to tell you, we're taking a commercial break, Gerry. You're going to be right back to greet our guest, GerryStecca.com. That's STECCA.com. I've seen your work. I love your work. You also work in found objects that someone would find in their home, and you create something very magnificent and monumental sculptures from. So we'll be right back talking with Gerry Stecca, MANO, and Miguel Rodez. And I'm Susana Baker with Art Talk. Be right back after this commercial break.